And let me tell you, the ambassador, and I love him so much, talked about human rights and freedom of expression and freedom of press and human trafficking. I want to give you permission to focus on whatever it is your heart desires. And if that means fashion, that's fashion. If that means music, music. If that means like some pop culture comic book thing, do it. Like, find your passion. Because if you're passionate about something, your podcast will be so much more successful than you're like, I'm going to try and bring world peace. No, like, focus on something that interests you. So let me give you a couple examples, okay? So we had a rapper in our last Pokora training, and no one knows this about me. Well, maybe my husband and a few close friends, but I am a mad gangster rap aficionado. So what? You think I'm kidding, but oh, I'm not. Look at my iPod. So what am I listening to? What podcast am I listening to? I'm listening to one called Slow Burn. Has anyone heard of it? It's a Slate podcast. Do you know what they're talking about in season 3 of Slow Burn? Biggie and Tupac. And that is my favorite podcast. And that is what I'm listening to. If I'm working out, maybe my kids are having a sporting event and I have to watch, I'm listening to it at the same time. That's what I'm listening to. I'm not listening to some international relations, foreign affairs podcast. I want to know the dirty on the Tupac murder and Biggie murder, and I want to hear all the angles. So seriously, focus on something that you're passionate about, and don't let anyone make you feel ashamed of it. Like, seriously, art matters, fashion matters, music matters, cultural things matter. Like, don't think, oh man, I just want to talk about something silly. No, seriously, guys, that's not what freedom of expression is about. So, like, take all the things, because there's so many things that have connections to the bigger issues. And just feeling that you have a place where you can talk about what matters to you, and sometimes it's the most important thing. Seriously. So, yes, I'll be thrilled if you talk about human rights and human trafficking and inclusion and breaking the patriarchy down. But it's okay if you have an American Girls podcast, like a very popular one in America, seriously, or something else that just is inspiring to you. Because again, whatever you're passionate about is going to be so much more successful than the thing you think you need to do, okay? Lastly, because I'm the boring bureaucrat U.S. Embassy representative, the U.S. Embassy cares very deeply about many things, including economic prosperity, greater stability, and democracy within Nepal. Now, why do we care about that? Because guess what? It's in our best interest, and it's in Nepal's best interest. That's what we call, like, shared self-interest. It's amazing. I've never worked in a country where, like, what's good for the U.S. lines up so well with what's good with the host country. Everything that we try to do here, obviously, I'm a U.S. diplomat. Taxpayers pay my salary to be here, is in the U.S. interest. But unlike most countries in the world, everything we're doing is the same thing that the Nepal government is trying to do, that everyone's saying is good, you know, happy Nepali, prosperous Nepali. Hey, that's great for us too. So more, you know, stability, greater rule of law, emphasis on human rights, all those things are good for Nepal, because seriously, a more stable democratic Nepal is a Nepal that can then be more prosperous, because then you can attract more direct investment. Then there's opportunities, rule of law, people can start businesses and actually get their profits out, and all these things are interconnected, right? How do we do that? We do that in so many ways. He mentioned a couple, our investigative journalism fellowship. We're doing a regional tech camp with countries all across the region, so Maldives, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, India, and Nepal. We're doing virtual boot camps, and then we're bringing everyone together in Kathmandu from all across these countries. We just finished up a program with deputy mayors on good governance, because all politics is local, right? Service delivery, things that are local, everyone cares about, right? You want good roads, you don't want open sewages swimming around, you want good schools, you want, like, all of that stuff matters. So those are just a few of the things that we're doing, but we have so many others. I'm sure you've heard about our Ambassadors Fund for Cultural Preservation, you know, Gadi Bite, Charna Ryan, all these amazing projects we funded, our Fulbright and our educational exchanges. I hope you apply for those. And of course, because I've got John and Ampar and Sulam here, our U.S. Youth Council. So I'm very proud that they're alumni here. If you've ever thought about applying, talk to these guys. They're a really good resource. But seriously, look at our Youth Council. It's one of my favorite things that we do. It's really something that I am so proud of. When I look at the civic engagement projects, you know, the U.S. in the past 72 years has given $30 billion to Nepal in financial assistance. No loans, grants, right? That's not really what $30 billion! That's a lot of money! Our civic engagement projects that we do with Youth Council, these are tiny little projects. It's $2,000, $3,000, you know, depending on what the thing is. The reverberations, the impact that they have in communities, it's amazing to see what people can do with this, just the seed money, and like how much they can accomplish. It's really like awe-inspiring for me. So former Youth Council members, I'm proud of you. Keep working, keep doing your thing. Look at joining U.S. Youth Council. It's an incredible opportunity. It really, and not to brag, but it is more competitive than Harvard because we have like 3,000 applications for like 50 slots, something, right? How many applications? 23.
Yeah, 23. You're predicting for the next year. So it's like
3,000. That's very Trumpian. All right, so I'm exaggerating a little bit, not much. But it is more competitive than Harvard, seriously, statistically. So with that, thanks for listening to me. I wish I could stay with you guys. I got to stay the whole time in Pokeretta. It was awesome. Well, most of the time. I think I missed the last day. But unfortunately, we've had our Deputy Assistant Secretary here, and I haven't done any real work for 2 days because I've been busy with his visit. So I got to go back to the office, and we have some more programs this afternoon. But thank you. I hope to come back on your last day and hear some of your impressions and give you your certificates because you know how important that is. So hopefully I'll see you then. But if not, I wish you all the best of luck. Please share what you're doing with, you know, Sabina, with the Dynamic Youth Forum, who thank you so much for your help. This couldn't have been done without you. Thank you. Please share your successes, your failures, both, honestly. We want to hear from you. He wasn't exaggerating. We will listen to your podcasts. He will listen to them. I will listen to them. Like, we want to promote them. Like, you have our support, not just financially for this, but the ideals that you're standing behind and the motivations you come in with. So thank you so much.